What's up, everybody? CHM Carnivorous here. I hope you're doing fantastic. It's about the middle of June, so it's that time for part 2 of the Carnivorous Plant Grow Tent Tour, where we'll be looking at some of the plants from the wall rack that we didn't get to on part 1. There's been a lot of really awesome changes here. I see a lot of new pictures, a lot of new growth. Can't wait to share it with you. See you soon. What's up, everybody? We'll get right into it. Like I said in this video, this will be part 2, so we will cover a lot of the plants on the wall rack. We won't get to all of them, but I'll try to get through as many as I can without drawing this video out incredibly long. So let's get right into it. First up is Marpesa by Clippiata. And boy, you talk about something that shows off its parents very well. Marpesa, I'm going to bring you over real slow here, is the mixture that produces these almost like Maxima looking hybrids. But in this case, you have that Maxima looking color with that quintessential Clippiata body. And with these Clippiata leaves, you cannot go wrong with this hybrid. Super easy growing, very, very forgiving. I recommend everybody have one in the collection. Next up, if you want beauty and vigor, there's nothing better than a Stenophylla. Not only the leaves very hirsute, these pictures are gorgeous, but in the wild, they are known to get absolutely enormous. It can have upwards of 100 growth points on them. So if you're looking for something that's going to add a lot of bang for your buck and also give you just absolutely beautiful, beautiful pictures, Stenophylla is the way to go, in my opinion. Very, very easy growing. I would say even easier than a Maxima. It does its thing. It grows very fast. It causes no issues at all. Next to that is Nepenthes Aime. So this was thought to be a Maxima at one point, but once the uppers were produced, that's when the show really started. Now you can see on this one, these juvenile pictures are just starting to get that taller peristome. So I'm super excited to see how this thing will go. I couldn't be happier with its growth. It's grown 3-4 times its size in a relatively short period of time. And these pictures, while small and adorable, are starting to get that shape that Aime is known for. Very, very excited about that. This is a Brigsiana, one of 5 or 6 that I have in the collection. Got this from a Saturday morning market. I don't know the provenance to it, but it does produce beautiful pictures. And hey, why not? Why not have one? This one had a little tough life going, but as you can see, more are coming in. This is Truncata Titan. It's known as Nepenthes. I think it's Titan's Tower. As you can see, it got chewed up by some thrip a while back, but it's been treated. New leaves coming in look beautiful. This was part of a group that came in that just were not very nice looking. But thankfully, oops, I'm all over the place. Thankfully, they have been back and are doing very well. Here's another one of that is growing in just fine and looking gorgeous. And actually, here is a larger version of that. This was from a group maybe a month before that. And so it is doing much better. But you can see here, they all got nailed by the same thrip a while ago. This one has just done very well in rebounding. So the next up, this one is Truncata JB by Payson. So this is a smaller version of that enormous one that I have. And as you can see, it just produces the same gorgeous pictures you would come to expect. This one's peristome's a little bit wonky, but yep, absolutely gorgeous. I love the leaf shape on this hybrid, or this species rather. And so they did a really good job pairing these two up. Very, very excited to see them growing out. Like I said, it's got the larger one in here, and it does fantastic. This is one of my favorites, and always is a crowd pleaser. This is Splendiana by Truncata C, or Truncata Giant. Just absolutely stunning colors. It gets these just rainbow colors with that purple interior. It is growing very well. Everything over here is very dry and could use a good watering. I may have to do that. Note to self. This one here is an extremely rare hybrid. I've only seen it offered up only one time. This is Nepenthes Rinward Tiana by Rob Cantley. Very, very, very slow growing plant. One of the slowest I've ever seen. But the adult version of this is really cool. It gets very long, over a foot tall. lime green pictures, so you can't go wrong there. This is Song of Melancholy by Bachiana. So basically in this little forest of grass is Bachiana, and then I don't know what, I think Northiana, maybe, I could be wrong, and then Bachiana. So doing very well. Those leaves look gorgeous, and it is growing in nicely. Man, everything is very dry. So this is another crowd favorite. This is Talented Tower by Predatory Plants, and it gets these just absolutely insanely wild pictures. This is a complex hybrid. I think it's Truncata by Affipiata by Northiana by Veitchii by Truncata. So with those parentage, you just can't go wrong. Produces absolutely gorgeous pictures. And actually produces, for having Affipiata and Truncata in it, actually does grows pretty fast. Now this one over here, now forgive me if I'm going too fast. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. I'm happy to answer, but I just want to make sure we can get through as many as we can. This one is probably the most exciting hybrid that I can think of. This is Astucciae by Spatulata by Jacquelineae. Every one of those parents have absolutely crazy pictures, and so this one is going to have a combination of that. It's anybody's guess what this is going to end up looking like. I am completely excited about this. Astucciae has almost like a lot of bee body, very bulbous bottom. Jacquelineae, of course, you know, has a huge peristome, or if you don't know, it has a massive flared peristome. Spatulata has that really bulbous bottom with the waist. Anybody's guess what this is going to turn out to be. I am very excited to have it. This one right here, as you guys have seen the story, was in a bad state of affair. This is let's see, those Sibuensis by Rob Cantley. And so I was very, very surprised, given those parentage, when I saw that there was a basil growing out of it. And so I'm very excited. This one gets very unique pictures that almost look like Velosa-esque in a lot of ways. So excited for that one to continue to do well. It has made a full recovery. It had a really, really rough start. This one is Renward Tiana. Renward Tiana is not a rare species by any means. It's kind of the weed of Nepenthes, but I love it. It gets these eyes in the back of the picture that scientists to this day have no idea why it does that, and I certainly don't. But it is really cool. It's iconic, easy growing, grows very fast, and so I'm excited to own this. Wanted one for a while. Finally got one. It was probably 3 times smaller than this, and it is absolutely growing leaps and bounds. This one right here, I'm super excited about. This is Nepenthes Sibuensis Patches by Truncata. So I cannot wait for this one to get bigger. They get absolutely gorgeous pictures. They're like Truncata, but way more squat, very, very stripy, and just very tough. So I am very excited to see how that one grows out. All right, let's see what else we got here. This one I was really, like I said, I was really worried about. This was probably the one that I thought was going to completely die off, but has made a full recovery. This is another one of those Truncata Titans tower. It got through it really bad, but has made a full recovery. And I think the last one that I'll go over tonight, just so we have plenty of time to cover everything, is this Spatulata by Spectabilis by Veitchii Cobra. So I am very, very excited to see how this one grows out. Let me get a better focus. It's going to have, it's hard to see here, but it already has stripes and an absolutely tiny age. So it is going to be big and beautiful, and I am super excited. I want to keep the videos short, that way we don't I don't take too much of your time. There's a lot more to cover, but I will be posting more about that. I hope that you guys have a wonderful night, and I hope to talk to you soon.